Hello, everyone. I'm Noah, and welcome to a new episode of In the Flow, part of the Gathering Wind series, a space where voices rise, converge, and echo truth. Today's episode is titled America the Beautiful, a Song, a Slogan, or the End of an Empire. The subtitle, We Came for the Pie. You gave us the empty tin. Now the people are coming, with memory, fire, and receipts. There's no background music this time, no polite applause waiting at the end. Just voice, just breath, just truth. This isn't a speech. It's not a rant. It's a reckoning, a witnessing, a full-bodied conversation I hope sparks one in you. Some of this may bruise, some may bless, but it all comes from a place of urgency, clarity, and refusal to be silent. The people are watching. The world is watching. And Miss Liberty's flame, it's flickering. You can almost hear her breath, and it sounds like fear. The sun rises in the morning until it doesn't. Let's begin. This piece was born from a question I asked not long ago. Jill, Cornell, Chase, Claudia, where are you now? But it's grown. This is no longer just about political silence. It's about memory. It's about legacy. It's about the sacred contract between the people and those who asked to lead them. Let me be clear. To every candidate who's ever run, to anyone thinking about running, to every person currently holding a seat, we are watching, we are listening, and we are remembering. Jill Stein, you ran with green urgency, community-driven passion, and grassroots clarity. But when the smoke cleared, we needed your voice, and you were gone. Cornell West, you came with righteousness, wisdom, and the echo of revolution, but your fire disappeared when we needed heat. Chase Oliver, Claudia de la Cruz, you stepped in with conviction, but your silence now is louder than your campaigns ever were. And don't think this is just about third parties. Bernie Sanders, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Jasmine Crockett, Cory Booker, Stacey Abrams, Ayanna Pressley. You're still here, still fighting, still taking the blows meant for all of us. And that presence, it still matters. Bernie at over 80, still pushing, still walking into rooms that try to keep him out. AOC, a former bartender who believed in herself and inspired others to believe in her. A daughter of the Bronx who now echoes across continents. You may not represent every district, but you represent something much deeper, the audacity to rise. We know names like Elizabeth Warren, John Ossoff, Wes Moore, Tim Walz, Janet Mills, not because they're from our block, but because they show up. Janet Mills, governor of Maine, told Donald Trump, "I'll see you in court," and we felt that from across the damn ocean. Tim Walz in Minnesota, still visible, still in motion, even when the winds shift. And yes, Bernie and AOC, sometimes side by side, rallying like a father handing the torch to a daughter. You don't need to say it, we see it. But let's also be real. We know names like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Ron DeSantis, and Lindsey Graham too. Not because we align with them, but because they use their platforms, loud and proud, wrong or not. They speak, they organize, they move people. And the silence from others, it's deafening in comparison. And here's the thing. It's not that I don't know who represents me, I do. But their presence, it's fleeting, forgettable, a bumper sticker, a mailer during campaign season, a passing soundbite at a town hall, and then, gone. You want my vote? You want my trust? I need more than slogans. Where are you when DEI is being gutted, when immigration becomes a weapon, when history disappears from textbooks, when rights are rolled back faster than they were built? There are senators and representatives from every state. So where are you? You may not have the numbers, we know that. But you have a mic, you have a platform. Use it. Tell us what's on the floor. Tell us where you stand. Tell us who's blocking progress. Tell us what the fight is and how we can show up with you. Don't just show up during campaign season. Show up when it's hard. Show up when it's silent. Show up when we can't see the way forward. And don't say the mainstream media won't have you. We've got independent media that's louder, braver, and hungrier. Go to Karen Hunter, Clay Kane, Roland Martin, Angela Rye, Rev Al, Tim Miller at The Bulwark, Brian Tyler Cohen, Reese Waters, Tennessee Brando, Black Star Network, Native Land Pod, Don Lemon, Midas Touch. Stop acting like the only way to be heard is through a gate that's already closed. We are the door. We are the ones who let you in, and we can close it just as fast. We remember the 10 of you who voted against Representative Al Green. We remember the four who pushed a continuing resolution without protecting the people. And we remember how you used merit as a smokescreen. Because if this country were truly merit-based, half of you wouldn't have your seats. Half of you wouldn't be behind desks, behind mics, behind power. You'd be in training, or home, or learning what leadership actually looks like. Instead, we get collapsed buildings, broken water systems, burned out power grids, because someone got a job they weren't qualified for, and now we're all paying for it. You want to talk merit? Let me tell you what merit looks like. It's raising 3 kids on 1 paycheck. It's driving an hour to vote before a double shift. It's still showing up to town halls even when you know nothing will change. It's surviving disaster after disaster and still believing change is possible. That's American merit. And we remember the floods, the fires, the hurricanes, the earthquakes, the price of insulin, the price of eggs, the price of hope. We remember the drop boxes locked behind post office doors, the polling places shut down, the surgical gerrymandering down to the street, down to the house. We remember the DEI rollbacks, Walmart, Target, Ivy League schools, companies and institutions folding to fear, capitulating instead of standing tall. And guess what? We're still standing, and we're preparing, getting our documents in order, matching our names on every form, because you will not deny us at the ballot box this time. We're coming, with memory, with clarity, with rage, with no more coddling. You're scared? Good. Ask yourself why. You thought you were safe. You thought 6 years meant silence. It doesn't. We're not here for the crumbs. We're not here for the empty tin. We came for the pie. And if you don't serve it, we'll take the whole damn table. Because we are done begging. We are done watching our rights erode in real time. And no, this is not about party lines. This is about soul lines, spirit lines, human lines. We don't need to dominate the world to be great. We don't need to rule by fear. We need to lead with humanity. Other countries are watching, and they've stopped believing in our handshake. They're building plan Bs, plan Cs. They still trade with us, but they don't trust us, because how can they trust a nation that forgets its own people every 4 years? We need a leader who knows how to walk into rooms with grace and fire. Someone who says, we come with peace, but we don't come weak. We come with respect, but we won't be disrespected. And not just the president, every senator, every House member, every judge. You all need to stand 10 toes down, because if the world is to trust us again, it will not be because of what we say. It'll be because of how we show up. And right now, we are not showing up. And here's what makes it worse. My mother was born into Jim Crow. I was born into civil rights. My nieces and nephews, they're growing up with less freedom than I had. We are going backward, and we were never meant to go backward. We were meant to rise. So I say this, hope has limits, because the sun rises in the morning until it doesn't. To those still fighting, we see you. To those who show up, we lift you. To those who speak truth even when it's not popular, thank you. To those hiding behind silence, party lines, comfort, fear, retire now, or be prepared to watch your name vanish from the people's memory, not in glory, but in shame. And to every candidate, current or future, every word you utter, every vote you cast, every time you stay silent while the people cry out, will be remembered. So ask yourself, how do you want to be remembered? I'm Noah, and this has been In the Flow, part of the Gathering Wind series. Thank you for listening. Thank you for witnessing. Thank you for standing up. You'll find a link to the original written reflection in the description below. Until next time, stand clear of the closing doors. We're moving on.